Alright, let me just check. Is it all good? Check. Okay, it is all good. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. This stream, I'm only going to do one match. Not because I don't want to do another one, but it's mainly because it's basically, I guess, two matches. Obviously this is the Ascend versus Vivo Keyed match. It was supposedly the most controversial match, uh, in the tournament. And obviously, if you have seen my video of me talk about the results and everything, you know why. But if you haven't, I'll just quickly, I'll just quickly say it. Basically, the reason why this match was so controversial was because Vivo Keyed used a bugged camera to get an advantage. And that was obviously an unfair advantage for Ascend, and obviously it blew up and everything. Viva Kid got penalized, got penalty, and they had to do their match, the third match, which was Breeze, in a rematch, which coincidentally enough was also the day where there was a lot of rumors going around that a lot of players had COVID and everything, but it turned out just to be some fake. I think like some false uh, some false testing. So basically, people thought someone had COVID, or like a bunch of players had COVID, but that wasn't the case. So we're gonna now start off with the Send versus Vivo Keyed. So what I'm gonna do here is I guess I will show the the bug, so like the camera bug on this stream, so on this VOD, and then I have the rematch of match of the third map also up there as well. So I won't be doing this one. So like this one like on in this video, I'll be doing another one in this video right here. This is the map 3 rematch. So I'll do map 1 and 2 in this stream in this video, and then I'll do map 3 in this video if that makes sense. So let's get on with it. I'm gonna stop babbling and let's get on with I guess with this match. So, I just need to have the right volume. There you go, that's good. So this is Icebox, the worst map in Valorant. So compositions wise, let's talk about first about Vivo Keyed, Sage, Jett, Killjoy, Viper, Sova. That's mainly the composition for that most teams go for in Icebox. While for Ascent, it is Reyna, Sova, Sage, Viper, Jett. So no Killjoy, which is interesting. Which is interesting to me. The most common, um, so the most played composition in Icebox, according to Wikipedia, it is Jett, Reyna, Sage, Sova, Viper. So that's basically Ascend's comp. Vivo Keith comp is basically the next one. So basically, Jett is a must pick, Sage is a must pick, Sova Viper also a must pick. So then you can alternate around if you want a Reyna or a Killjoy, and or you can actually have both of them and just get rid of the Sage. But it looks like they're both opting to keep with the Sage and just swap out the Killjoy and Reyna. So see how obviously this one is. That also doesn't mean that Ascend's comp is the best one. That does not mean that. It just means that they're most comfortable with it, and a lot of teams use it because it's better for them. So yeah, so let's just get started with the match. Obviously, this is not really like a VOD review. This is just my reactions because I have not watched any of this. Okay, already seen it. Already seen it gain heat. He was a bit aggressive there. I'll be honest, going through tube. A bit weak as well. And Merz, Vixen, and MW. Oh, Merz actually has a pretty good flank. That's a good pick, especially onto Starzo. And Merz gets another one to Zeke. What was that? And now he's in obviously Callus and Bone Cold. I can't really do much because I mean Merz is coming from behind. He does have 10 health though. What? Oh my god, just yelling. The Brazilians are crazy. I'll be honest, I mean that Viper wall kind of fucked them. It kind of screwed them over. They didn't even know. Yeah, that was a really good job by Mertz. Wow, and getting Zeke as well. That's not even Mertz. It's Jao. I'm in Mertz. What the hell? Economy wise, okay. Well, Ascend is kind of having mixed buy rounds. Zeke is the only one who actually has a gun. The rest have pistols. Jao with the war. Even though Zeke could go across it. Oh, that was good. That was good by Heat. This little jiggle peek as well. We just saw Burn Cold's head as well. My God, Burn Cold's lucky that he didn't get sniped in the head. I just forgot. I forgot to add everyone in my Discord, which I think you should join. It's kind of dead. Help me. It's kind of my fault though. Either way. Oh my God. Yeah, I can also see why people were saying that. Yeah, I can also see why people were saying. Oh God, there we go. Yeah, I was terrified. Sorry. As what I was saying, I could also see why people would, would say, oh, Viva Kid was basically the best here, and I can definitely see that. I mean, in my opinion, Viva Kid did not need to use the camera as they did on Breeze, because they would have had a very likely chance of winning it either way. Like, they almost won in the rematch. I think it was like 13-10. They almost won the rematch. So they could have easily won it against Ascend. Easily. So, um, I don't even know what to even say. I don't even know what else to say, but it's kind of dumb. There you go. Oh, Heat was in a pretty good position on top of Yellow, but it is a bit open. What the hell the commentators talking about birthdays for? Oh, I think Zeke definitely saw Vixen. Yeah, he did. So he's just backing off. Still playing this incredibly slowly, like most Icebox matches, I swear. I still don't understand why Icebox is played so much. I don't understand. Wow, okay, so Heat just got Zeke. And now they're going to push after that kind of a favorable look. And Merth is already on side. They say no, I think. Man, I'll be honest, I didn't really oh, CNET mess up his draft. His dash start. Bone Cold gets seen. Oh. Oh my god, Mertz. Wow. Yeah, just like I was saying, I wasn't expecting a lot from Vivo Keys. I thought they were just gonna kind of flop, but they're definitely up there as one of the best Brazilian teams now. But obviously there's a lot of Brazilian rumors. I guess I'll just go through this with while the game is on, because I am talking about Brazil. Team Loud, who is mainly well known for their League of Legends team, they're going to be entering Valorant with Sassy, Sadhawk, Pancanda. Oh, Heat! Yeah, Pancanda, Les, and Aspas, and then Onia as the coach, who was formerly from Korea Sports. He's obviously now moved to Brazil. That's gonna be a really good roster. I think. I think Brazil's is definitely gonna have like a big coming out party. And there's also rumors about MIBR coming into Valorant as well. If I can have a look at what that roster may look like. So rumors. Oh, and MW has pretty good positioning. Bone Cold can't really do much, neither can CNET. I mean, CNET's currently lurking. Bone Cold is also, well, he's trying to plant on A, and CNET's only just lurking right now. And now he's gonna and now he's gonna go to B. And Vixen, oh, Vixen was such a good position there, just behind, yeah, behind Orange. Oh, that. Yeah. Baron Cole can't do much. That was good. That was a good play by Vivo Kid. They're patient. Got some great pickoffs as well pretty early on the round, which kind of ruined um, Ascend's plan and strategy for pushing. Anyways, MIBR, so Sassy, Aspas, Sadhawk, Heat, MW0, and Pancada. Obviously, these are just rumors, so as for Pancada, Sadhawk, Sassy, and Aspas, I think Sassy, I may be wrong. Yeah. They will be going to. They might not they might not go to MIBR. They might not go to Loud. These are just rumors. Oh, see that game. Good counter Heat. Do they go rid of the lurker? I mean, Jal's over at B, which may cause a problem, but at least Callis is there. And all coming out from Mers. Lockdown's actually been destroyed, which is good. Basically, Ascend needs to win this round. If they want their economy to, you know, not go bust. Zeke is doing well. He got a kill into Vixen, which is good. Now they're rotating, and then it's really smart that Zeke is actually still at A, just so they can get a bit more picks. So unlucky there, but still really good though. Oh. That was good. I feel like mainly Vivo, like, MW didn't really surprise me. Obviously, I was expecting a lot coming back from, as he was crowned as like one of the best Brazilian Valorant players. I didn't see a lot of him, I'll be honest. I really didn't. Just like, I just didn't see a lot, or even anything from from MW. I know it's actually how you pronounce his name, but I've heard people call it NW0 or just MW. I think that's how you call it, NW0. Might be wrong though. Obviously, I decided to stream a bit earlier, I think, than previously. I think I started like around 10 and I ended up around 1. This time I started around 8. So at least that's a bit. It's a bit, you know, not as late as it was earlier. So probably maybe start around like maybe around 8 or 9. So expect some streams from that. And I also expect another stream tomorrow where I probably go through the big one. Sentinels versus Liquid and Sentinels versus Crew Esports. That's gonna be the next one I'm gonna be reacting to. Zeke also ulted, he's pushing out to zipline. Good line as well. Zeke is incredibly aggressive, which is understandable because he has a Reyna ultimate. CNET also gets a great counter Merz. Starzek has a good counter onto Vixen. And I think they might save. Yeah. That was a good push by Ascend. Really, 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 really good. They pressured the right players, and they did obviously go in with the with Zeke's ultimate. Oh. Ooh, Heat. Definitely was the carry, I'll be honest. And and I just heard shouting.
It's such a difference maker. Like, I really would like. If I don't know if the desk can be bothered. I know they like to have a little bit of a nap
I
now,
guess
but
I'll also say some other
I
rumors.
guess you see
There's
Jester
more
do
rumors
like
about
to have
automatic leaving, even though that's probably gonna be true. What the hell? They're drunk.
But
um, rumors about automatic leaving T1 to go back to CS:GO. I think he's gonna be. I think there's rumors about him joining Evil Geniuses with Stewie 2K, if I remember correctly.
it's been 100% for zero.
And Xander, he's rumored to be joining V1 as an IGL, and Cryocells is rumored to be joining XSET. I'm pretty excited about those changes. Those are rumors that Kellogg's leaving G2 to go to Movistar Riders, which is a tier 2 European team. And I'll be honest, I don't know why he will do that. Oh, Heat. Oh, Heat. Oh, Heat. That was really good. Trigger to split as well. Great position as well. Just right around the corner. It's unlucky that for like especially for Zeke. Oh my God, Heat. He's crazy. I just want to say he's crazy. Definitely a hot prospect for Valorant for the Brazilian Valorant scene. Oh, killers. Oh. I feel like Heat and Sassy. I feel like those two really showed up. Like I was seeing like a lot from social media. Sassy was like an unbelievable player on Vivo on Team Vikings, and Heat obviously an unbelievable player on Vivo Kid. Interesting that nothing from Fury Esports. How interesting. I wonder why. Probably because Furia was the worst and is the worst Brazilian team on land. I'm sorry, but that's just a fact. Like, I just, no. Fury did not do anything. Oh, Mercy's in great position to demolish these guys. Never mind, he himself got demolished. Oh, Branko uses Hunter's Fury, and W0 couldn't really kill Zeke. I guess Heat's option is really just either die or just save, and that's a good decision. And Kellis is now lurking, and I think trying to find him. Oh, Zeke is right there. Oh, oh, it's good. Okay, that's a pretty decent exit frag. Yeah, he's still safe, but I mean, killing someone after the spike is still really, really good. Like, it doesn't really like damage his economy, but still like getting an exit frag is still pretty good. That's NBS, right? I think that's NBS. Yeah, I guess also like every single time I'm streaming, I'll just give updates on rumors. I guess also maybe um transfers as well while this is going on. Oh god, this is gonna be okay. I kind of, I guess like I'm mainly gonna be focusing a lot on the Jet 1v1 and ops. Again for Heat and CNED. 'Cause it kind of depends of who kills who. They'll most likely win that round. It'll be also be devastating if like Ascend, so if CNED dies, because I'm actually Fragger. But I mean they still have Zeke though, so I don't think it will really matter that much. Oh yeah, seen again. He and W0 actually gets stars though. That's a good trade, and they just res him as well. Still some great trades going on. I never know what's happening. Oh. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Who who did he kill in the first one? Hang on. So he kills so he killed Zeke, and Zeke was on top of I don't even know what's it called. Just on top of that. I really don't know what's it called. He kills MW0, and he was just chilling on like rafters, and he just dropped down behind the generator. I think that's what's it called. Yeah, behind here, crouching. Cena was not expecting that. Great use of the tripwire to not get damage. Jumps over it. And then just the spray transfer. It's crazy. Heat and Mertz and Merz showed up. They both showed the hell up before Vivo keyed. Is he saying we out here? That's definitely like. Oh, Sentai Menace. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, there we go. Ow. Okay, so I guess for now, right now, I'll say some transfers. Obviously from like top Valorant teams. So SMB has made some changes to got rid of Pora and Quad 9. Basically 9,999. Who the hell wants to say that? Just like Quad 9. Um, Gen G, they have announced the acquisition of Rhyme, the first EMEA, well not the first, but the second EMEA player. Oh, that was close. The second EMEA player to get a role in NA. The first one was obviously Def, playing for XSET as the IGL. Navi's made some changes. They got rid of Arch, who was inactive, and they added Jaddy. Infinity, they've got rid of Jophone and Davies. That's really all. So not a lot of changes, but still like pretty big one, like the Gen G and Rhyme. That rumor was true. I think that change actually might help Gen G and Rhyme probably in the future. Oh, good Killjoy ult. Zeke got some. Zeke got Vixen. He was behind. Stars are is such in a great position. It doesn't matter that he's detained. He just missed. He just missed that first shot. Oh my god. Still great positioning by Stars though. Getting those getting a 3K of screens. That was really, really, really good. So
I mean, this is
Not
times where you
not
go,
good
right, you want to go down the
economy
road as
for
much as
Vivo
possible,
Kid.
so if you can
Sand is
kind of
now back
capitalize,
up, which is good.
especially now that you do have a Viper's Pit, you do have a Bladestone one
And I
all
don't
the
think
way,
I don't
so
think
it's
yeah,
going to be
Starso doesn't
pretty
even.
fine for
Oh wait,
Vivo.
never mind, he does have enough.
And a good one to win. I like that we're seeing teams try to adapt around that lockdown play of just keeping one player that's going to get detained, but if you can get a couple of kills, it's 100% worth it. Reminds me of Guild on Haven as well from LCQ. I like this as well
Oh wow,
from Ascend. I think
Aldrin
they
got
realized,
Heat
okay,
and
chances are
Jowl,
Vivo Kid want to
and
back off for
Mers
one kill.
also down.
If
Wow,
you're Jet as
and
well,
he's
right,
basically for free
you're
now.
going to be looking to try and get that Blade Storm. So
That
they
basically
fight
forces a
both sides of the map.
rotation
One side
from
with the
the
drone
Vivo
dealers with the
Key
passive
guys.
players waiting. CNED, you know he's
Oh,
going to expect him to be there.
that
Like
was a
he
good
now off the
flick
back of his teammate's screen goes
onto
just a little bit deeper to
MW0.
allow him just a bit of space. And that's enough for him to basically shut down
Oh
this round.
god.
There should be absolutely no way back into this one. And just the fact that he didn't repeat
See
from the
Ned.
same angle, he's still going for these
Zarzo,
fights,
and
but he's
then
keeping it
Heat
up enough.
again.
He's intelligent to know
Oh
when
god, I've
he
seen
needs
Heat a
to
lot by
move into
himself.
a position.
Either he's not aggressive or he's just playing it. I mean, yeah, that's basically yeah. He's just not playing aggressive and he's just playing it safe. And he just got revealed.
Well, him dying doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's a prime game.
Unlucky for Heat.
As well as they do start to build back into this half. What was looking fairly dangerous off the back from an incredible performance from Muriz and I guess Heat as well. The thing is though, a 6-6 score.
Oh, tech
I
pulls.
thought
I
Sand
don't
might be
care
fairly
about
happy
tech
with
pulls.
that.
I just want to rush this. Oh wait, there it is.
So we're not going to. They do still have two. Yeah, they still have two. I guess they just want to fight.
Oh, Heat. That was not a great way to try and entry frag and get a kill first.
Now I guess it's
And
because
I'll
they've
be
also used the
back.
Viper's Pit on A. So they've tried to lock down that side of the map, and on the other side, the Viper's Pit ends up actually just being their own teammate. That is an interesting pit, though. Yeah, and Zeke actually leaving the operator on the ground, so he can switch and swap if he wants. And I like what CNED was doing. He got that initial kill. He was still firing. You know, there's an operator over on B main on the attack, so maybe somebody from A pushes and they run into Zeke with an operator. It's just that kind of. It's not really a play that you're going to expect on the side of Vivo Kid. Vivo Kid right now have absolutely no clue what's going on. I can tell you that for the exact reason that Viper's Pit, they could have crossed over. They don't know. There's also been a drone that's gone through their own Viper's Pit.
Alright, hello.
The map, and in reality, the attackers are pushing.
Heat and Mers are gone.
So there is no information whatsoever. You can see
And
started, like,
so
calling
nothing
systems.
from
They're
Vivo
actually on B.
Kid.
You've got
At least they know that. Oh, Zeke.
It's about to get shot in the back. He is. Just had no idea.
Gel's reaction was just priceless. And 9W is also down. Now up to Vixen. And all he has right now in front of him is a bunch of smokes from from Kellis. And now it's gone. Of course. The timing of him looking away, Jesus Christ, that's unlucky. That is incredibly unlucky. There you go. I just have to turn that down a bit.
If there's going to be a few more little gimmicks or little things that Ascend are going to be throwing in off of that. Well, it was just the fact that we had that tag time
Well,
tech is just that could be Ascend going, hey, let's do this.
That's now half.
And also just tech pauses take the momentum out sometimes. That just having a plan, having an idea, just keeping the mental high. What I gone in there.
Okay, and now they're gonna dissect all the stuff that is happening this half. And I don't even get what the hell. Okay. That's interesting. I think that was Vixen. Or was that Vixen or was that Heat? It was someone, I know that.
It's always 70%. No matter what the stat is, it's 70%.
Oh.
But here we go. We've seen aggression from
Nice, first seen it. Obviously being aggressive like most Jets are. Is that drone gonna miss him?
They've actually got the wall up, and he has definitely been spotted. Will be able to escape before any real trouble begins, but has to try and back away. Again, 4 players already over here, just leaving the lone player.
Lurking. Oh, Lurking is actually worse than Heat. And hey.
Maybe the site's completely open because you see that toxic screen go up to try and reach.
Oh, if only he flicked up onto Heat. If only. Obviously, you need to also remember that
Murray's
they,
still alive, but
I
I wonder
mean,
how much he's lurking, because right now he's just planted
they
himself
can't
into
see
the
the
center.
amount of information that we can see as like
This is
observers and
massive for Heat
spectators.
looking to get things back into a more even scenario, and it has to
He'd
be
been
for
forced to
one
reposition.
of the opposing Jet and Heat. They haven't
And
even managed
Kel,
to get this first
okay.
spike down. This is a retake before they've even got the plant.
Oh my
As
god.
come running through, and it's
Jesus
laid all
Christ.
onto Vixen.
Hmm.
It seemed like they could
Retake
get
without
at
even the
least
spike being
what Vivo
planted.
deemed was a solid
That
round, but Ascend disrupt them before they can get
was
anything
really
going.
good.
I think so much of this game as well is just going to come down to those kind of fights where you want to almost condition the opponent. It's just,
Okay.
this isn't necessarily the smartest play for players like Morris to be facing up as aggressive like this kind of play.
Wow.
But if Morris wins that fight, he
Kellis
gets him to be
is
ahead of Ascend.
like
And if
they
he's
should
not
be like
putting himself
really
in those
happy
big
that
moments that we did see a little bit in Masters 3 of, he has that
Starzo.
win condition.
I don't know what the hell Starzo is doing, but he's vibing.
Remember when they were what 4-0 down at the start? Didn't hear a peep from them. Oh, I don't know. I feel like Starzo is always like just moving that little bit. It's just how much he's moving. The more they're winning, the more
Oh,
important
okay,
it is,
well,
I've learned at least.
CNET has the Marshall.
For now though, a lot of information found. The drone down mid will spot a couple of players, and in fact they're going to use this to bolster up their B defense. But this seems to be the plan in a lot of rounds initially from Vivo Key.
And
Once they've
arrows
had
were
that
just
spot over the
debated.
B, see if they can get anything
Just to
going
really
over.
give on
If
to
not,
the
maybe
ice
fall back
the
into
cherry on
their
top
own
that
try and
they're
disrupt
going
what
B.
Ascend have been doing.
They now destroy the wall from Starzo.
Used to break that wall. It means that there is going to be a bit of movement across. The Marshal posted up on B main, so it's going to keep
Stone
an eye
Cold
out.
is now currently
I
watching
think
it.
at this
So
point
now
Ascend
the
have been, putting up
are
that
they
fight,
coming to
trying to
A?
get the interest. That's an open sightline for Scene there to
Yeah,
just
they
keep
are.
tabs on it. Mid is being watched loosely from Keylez, and this is just good.
I don't know why I keep saying
From Ascend,
Kellis and
nothing
not
too egregious.
Keyless.
They don't want to get
I
don't
just
get
thought maybe
antsy
it's
at
like
all. It's
Kellis
just patient
or
stuff.
Kylus.
If Zeke as well can have a bit more success from
I
this
think it's
position, gets up
Keyless
on
or
that high and
Kellis.
gets on his
I don't
defense,
know.
means that Vivo Key need to be scared of all of these angles. It is
Oh,
that
Zeke is in a really good position.
yeah, this could become a little bit rough. He's got the ability to dismiss if he needs it.
Does okay. Okay. So somehow loses against a classic. I mean, it was a right click, so I'm not really that surprised. Ah, yes, Bone Call with a classic running gun. Didn't even kill Jao though.
One other thing I wanted to mention as well with Murray is 14-9 currently. First official game on Killjoy. Probably to nobody's surprise, but it's still good to check.
Ow.
And he has been a player that I think has just been trying to find his feet. He's almost like the GTN FRZ of Vikings. Just the meta changing at the start of the year. A lot of teams playing double duelist, especially in Brazil. Once we went into a Sky meta, it's just you could play Sky like a duelist.
Oh, great, my dogs are barking. This is gonna be
Very
so much fun.
that agent at the very least. He had freedom to play
They're gonna
other stuff
bark.
on Android. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was 14
Right.
before. So I'm pretty sure he's died 5 rounds in a row.
Drone
So
does spot CNED.
that have definitely been highly impactful.
I mean, Ascend also has a worse
That's been the issue so far.
gun choices than Vivo Kid.
We're doing a lot of maths yeah, let's stop that. You never
So this is definitely a. Oh my god. This is definitely a Vivo Kid win. Oh my god, I hate these dogs so much. God. Nice. Okay, hang on.
By the looks of it, they're going to have a fairly easy B plant because the rest of the players are currently looking to try and challenge into mid. It's scary though, you don't really have that Aldrin. It was used already from MW. You might not even had the money to get it at this point. If you're looking at Heat, he's only got 25 armor, so even though this is a full buy, only just in some of these cases. But despite going down, there's no lurks, there's no cute plays from Ascend, even though you are piquing the attention for Vivo Key that are kind of watching behind him a little bit. Yeah, Jao is playing very close. I'm wondering if they're going to try and counter all this. Starzo has his own that he might just look to try and peek out. They're going to already clear out one, but with the rifles in hand, they should just look to spam it through, and the cleanup doesn't take too long whatsoever. A solid hold from the side of Vivo Key. Somewhat expected in a round like this, and well, the retake plan from Ascend not working out this time. Yeah, Joe sort of offering himself, Joe offering himself up pretty well there. I think just those kind of moments, so whilst he does go down, like you said, that Sage Wall came in to try and block a defuse. Ascend in that moment panicked a little bit, don't you think? It was just a bit of a, why is he here?
Chow kind of got screwed from the wall.
One of the interesting things that I saw in an interview with
Wait, what the hell?
about MW
Wait.
playing interview, and at this
Why is W's name EU?
that the team can capitalize. One of the interesting things that I
Okay,
saw in
that's
an interview with,
interesting.
I think it was Murray's
Interesting
teammate MW. MW's
thing
seem
there.
to be playing relatively passively. You sort of expect him from being a pure duelist player up until now.
Yeah,
To
Jack
try
kinda
and
got
make things
screwed, I
work,
saw it.
especially with Murray's moving over to a sentinel. But no, it's been Heat making those entrances, and the playoff from that from Vivo Heat has been pretty impressive.
Oh, Zeke was being
Like the attempt to go
stealthy
in.
with this playing around the smoke.
Spot out from Zeke hasn't worked whatsoever, and there's a push coming straight enough to the side. They're just looking to try and
Glow orb as
run
well
this one
coming
straight
out.
through. Murray's leading the charge, and he's managed to get quite far. I don't know if they've realised he's got all the way through, and Bone Cold's going to be the one to catch a bullet for it. Now Killers is in a horrible spot. Either has to face the wrath of
Well, yep.
or
Oh,
try and
wait.
boost them on the way.
My
He
God, he actually got
intercepts
two.
really well. Starzo even got a chance to look for it.
Sarzo? Yep.
Battle them, but he takes the brunt of the damage. A 2 versus 2 scenario.
Oh, he's actually made do some. Yep, he did a lot of damage.
It's left onto Starzo to try and break this one
Yep.
back, and he gets nothing. Heat with 3 kills, scoreline equalized. Vivo Kita back.
He was gonna do either way some major damage, either to to his own team or to Ascend.
Well-known streamers that play the agents, right? It's forcing over egregious plays from Ascend on his defense just to try and catch Vivo Kita off guard. But
I hate that pun.
the team
I
has
actually
been
despise it so
very
much.
impressive considering you've only been
Keep
there
up
for
the crate work. Ha 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 ha. I hate you.
months, if that, at the very most. Yeah. But even just in general, this squad is very new.
Bloody
The
despise
interesting
it.
thing as well I wanted to mention, MW Zera, Jerry, you said
Obviously now my VOD,
it's not
from
completely outcasted from this side. And I think
from
so
last
far, that's
night,
probably one of the
that's
reasons
currently up.
Vivo Kita
So if
been
you
so
want to watch me just rambling about Fnatic, Vision Strikers, and Cloud9, you can watch it as you can also watch it. I'll probably maybe leave a link to it in down in the description. When this is out on YouTube.
they've had those lurk plays, decent trades. Sure, there's been a few
That's
mistakes
gonna
along the
be
way, but
exciting.
much more well-rounded. Now, it's something I said yesterday when we saw the loss of Gambit. I never really
Bone
liked
Cold
the
just chilling
defensive
in
mid
the
pick up
second
on that one.
level of
I
A.
feel like it's a more
I don't even know what to
conservative
even
approach
call
to a
that.
lot of
Like,
the
what
other
do you even
players
call
on the
that?
pool. So I don't want to take too much, but
Oh, they do. It does for CNED. That's
sure,
good.
usually for a first map
At least the
match,
spot
it's
CNED.
been a while. It's good.
That's really
Like I
good.
said with Team Secret yesterday, stretch
And
the
Bone Cold's
defensive
kind of
line,
on his own
not
right
going to
now.
be over egregious with compositions. And Bone Cold again, dying in the same position as the last time. This one, it's an eco, so it's not really too much, but
Uh,
they can scare Bone
seems
Cold away from
if
playing
he can get 2 kills, it might be winnable.
that's going to work very well in Vivo Kid's favor. Like, confidence is so important for
Cause
either
they,
side,
cause then they'll
especially when it's on for
tap
Vivo Kid.
guns.
That's a freight train. A few ults fairly
All right,
quickly.
never mind. I think that's the opportunity's now gone.
Any kills they can get might actually benefit
Okay.
quite a bit, but for now the
Heat with the
lines are
moves. He
looking
kind of smooth with it.
Vivo Kid is looking
Oh,
stellar. Killers will at least get one,
no.
but it's not really going to
I mean,
matter
Keller's
too
at least
much.
got one,
So you
but
can see why they
still,
stayed
it was not
as
enough.
they confirm their lead now. And as I said, we're waiting for a response because a lot of the time you do
The
expect
Centaur's
some
not really
sellout
done anything to really
tactics, and
answer
thus far they've
Viva
not been able
Keed.
to
I'll be
really give
straightly
anything to
honest.
it at this point. It is in.
I mean, now they got the full buy, so we'll see if they can answer it, but it'll be incredibly difficult.
Might be
And looks like
given those operator rounds, and I think this is
nothing's
the
really
one really for
different than a smoke from Keller's that's missing, which is not really as concerning. Well, we probably, yeah, it's not really concerning because he has his ultimate, so it wasn't really concerning at all. Basically, if you're Viper and you have that ultimate, you don't really have to buy your actual smoke. You could just use your ult. That's just basically a bigger version of it. An ult from Zeke as well. Oh, so okay, so it gets Keller's. It doesn't get Zeke, which is important. But they force out. Oh, Keller's okay. So Ascent forces out 2 ultimates. Viva and then Viva can only use one of their ultimate, which was I can't remember. It was Maris. There we go. It was Maris. Oh, Maris. I don't know. I still don't say his name. Oh, Cena again here with the classic. Oh, MW. Jesus Christ. Was it just a spray through the smoke? Oh, and Vixen also uses ultimate as well, I just realized that. So their team just used two of their ultimates. I still don't really know if I was Ascend over Zeke, I don't know if I would have really used it. Oh my god, he got Starzo, got Killers, Zeke as well. Oh my god. Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it just peaked. A production of like mutes. When you scream so loud, you cause a technical pause. Oculus pipe around Clee. It's a similar case.
Attack pause, there we go. Just
What,
skipping
2
that.
games we saw
Jake
yesterday?
with a
Yeah,
Guardian,
surprise
really?
result on the map
I
pick
would
of
have
the
maybe wanted a
underdog.
Bulldog.
The rest being relatively clean, but you don't
Like
know
even
with
a
Ascend.
freaking
That's
judge
the
in a
thing.
Guardian.
It's a test of mental. Sentinels, we know what they're like when they lose. They bounce back, and even then, Furia scared them a little bit yesterday. Gambit, it was a bit more clinical, but still an area where you kind of go, especially me,
And
wants to
Mirror's
see
just
Gambit do relatively
chilling
well in this tournament. If I'm being biased,
at,
but they
attack
looked
as
a bit
spawn.
awkward against Team
This
Secret.
actually may get Zeke off guard.
Vision strikers look clinical
Kinda
against it at very
want
least.
to
I think
watch
that's
that.
what's been missing from Ascend, especially with those peaks. You
Because
know,
if
the
Zeke
fact that
dies, it's all over. He's the only one who actually has a gun.
and now obviously MW0.
Everyone else has just pistols.
Few shaky scenarios, but
I mean, Cena has his ult. He could probably. I mean, I don't know if he actually used it or not. I didn't.
they've had those players that
Pardon me. I didn't hear the voice line.
standard we expected, but even still,
Oh.
Zeke hoping to try and find something on
Oh
the
yeah. Okay. So did use his ult. Okay. So Cena does get Vixen. That's good.
CNED, and if anything can turn around, it would be
Pulls at the res.
with this weapon.
When did Heat use his? Oh wait. Wasn't it from last round? Was that when he used his ultimate? And now they're being forced to rotate because oh, good job by Heat. Because I don't think Viva Key wants to go back to A where one of their players died. And Killers also get screwed over by the wall. Basically a lot of screwed over walls going on. First it was Jao and now it was Killers. Cena has his sells the knives. This needs to be really impactful though. Like they're like 2 men down. Oh, now they're 1 man down. And now they're okay. Now it's exactly the same. Okay, now. All right. Yep. Bit of a panic, I feel like, from Ascend. They just knew they needed to rush onto side just to defuse the spike. Is this even legal, I'll be honest? Like, am I even allowed to stream this on Twitch, even though it's already been streamed on Twitch? I think I think I'm allowed. I don't actually know. Maybe Canelo needs 2 more rounds to win. And he's once again going incredibly aggressive. Feel like you would rather destroy the recon bot if it's that far away. Starzo? Starzo just whiffed? Oh, Burn Cold is a bit screwed. I guess Vixen. CNET is kind of in a awkward position as well. Underneath Tube. And there's 2 players right near him. Oh, yeah. It was it was incredibly hard for CNET. He was in such an awkward position, such a weird position. And Zeke is now being forced to save. Kind of sucks. Oh, MW actually died. Huh. Alright, well, match point now for Viva Kid, and now we're setting timeout. You know what that means. Time to skip it. Where the hell's my mouse? There it is. There we go.
And in terms of the streak of rounds now, just the pistols for Ascend. Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, Broncos saving. Everyone else is buying actual guns. Charizard with the Marshall.
It's not going to be a
Why
good
Charizard
position for
though?
SN. They've got some rifles on
Why?
maybe the players that matter, I guess, but
Shouldn't it be the
CNED's
other way
going to have
around?
to
Like,
lead
shouldn't
with
like
one
CNED?
without sort of
Actually, it not now think about it. It also depends on the economy as
expect
well.
to
So.
see, especially on this map.
Hmm.
For now, though, see what they can do. It is, again, straight after the pause, straight after their opponents try and adapt. Vivo keep pick up the pace. They're going running straight in towards the
Oh
side.
my
Zeke's
god,
got
the
a dead end
ult
stun.
from
They can't
for
do too much with this
NW to
one.
force everyone
Southwest
out.
is able to respond. The orbs already being retrieved. Maybe trying to get a little bit closer to that res. Joe is going to get himself another. Still quite far away from bringing a player back, but they might not need it at this point. CNED has found one, but at cost of a lot of HP. There is, however, a res on the other side. SM would need to try and
It's
find a
even.
player
Now
here
it's not.
to
As though on
perhaps
Sen's
bring
side.
Bravo back, putting them in an advantageous spot.
Oh,
Perez has found another, making this one look more than possible, but Heat
good
still
job by
survives
Heat.
alongside MW0.
Oh, he's
Takes
kind of being
two,
spotted
been
now. Yeah.
unbelievable thus far, but now it's just on to one. It looks like
Oh,
an
nice by
impossible
MW.
scenario. 10 HP to try and kill off two. The shot dart isn't really going to do anything.
Oh,
Cold
if you
tag,
could
but it doesn't
just
matter.
kill Burn
It will be
Cold.
SN to live to fight
God.
another day. And Vivo Keyed not out yet. But that was a round they could have won.
Yeah, and the fact that Ascend have been
That
struggling in
was
those kind of rounds, we haven't seen them get
close.
those insane clutch outs. And MW's era, he had those shock that's ready to go, but just the decisions, he inexperienced maybe on the role playing at least somewhat of a part.
Ah,
First
crap. There we
triple
go.
from Raze, he would have blast packed his face right in there to an extent. A
Alrighty.
really good play from CNED, Stark so bone cold, especially losing two players so early in that round and baiting out an ultimate. And with that buy, that's the kind of tight Ascend
Alright.
you've seen in a tournament like this.
See if Iviki can actually finish. Can actually
Again, though, it's
finish
only
this off. Everyone has rifles.
to get two straight into the site. And
It's not deterring Ascend at all.
Killjoy
They still
ult.
pushing. Like they're putting up the Sage Roll, the Aldrone to get information. It makes sort of regressing onto this A site more
Pretty good
difficult.
ult. It forces yeah, forces them out of sight.
Getting a little bit punished
But
now.
there's like a little tiny space as you saw right in the
Not really going to be too much seen
right
from Vivo Key
corner
at this point. Not
on the A
really
side.
regressing. It's just straightforward post plan. Sit back, Killjoy lockdowns.
Forces everyone to go back. Viper walls are coming up. Just
and on the other side of things as
protection.
well, there's a couple of ults that are not far away. The Blade Storm, also the Empress. Just one kill needed to get either of those online. They've got a lot still to do. Already getting
Alarm
20
bot.
out. They've got
Oh,
the
Jow.
recall available.
Oh, CNED.
Gonna get two already. Looking like this is
Mm.
possible, but Vixen fighting.
Oh.
To try and spray them down. It's left all onto Heat. The operator in
Oh, I
hand.
hate.
But what is that flick? He's found himself one. Just trying to bait Zeke off the defuse, and he's already done it. Just leaving it down to this last
Oh.
player. A whiff spot, but he's buying time. And Zeke is just
Wow.
trying to
Hate.
close it out.
That was
In the
crazy.
fashion we've seen from Vivo Key throughout this map. It will be the
Just
position
wasting so much time.
on the board again.
Oh, that's a bad start for Ascend. They were very much wearing their heart on their sleeves going into this tournament. There was no tricks, there was no hiding there. 13's
Oh, okay, we're on bind. Alright, let's have a look at binds now. Just open. Hang on. Alrighty. Let's have a look comp wise. Vivo Key has Viper, Jet, Sage, Astra, Sky. It's pretty good. Send, Raze, Brim, Sky, Viper, Sage. I feel like this is like one map where I would rather have a Brim. I mean, you could actually maybe alternate with either a Brim or a Astra, but that's interesting. Um, Obviously CNET is mainly does play Sage, so that's not really like a bad thing. For most popular lineups, well, it's basically most popular hero compositions according to Wikipedia. Only by 3% of a margin, it is Astra, Raze, Sky, Sova, and Viper. The next one is basically the same, but this one with the Jet. So that's basically that is Aviva Keys' composition right now. Ascend's one's a bit interesting. It's not in the top three. I'll be honest, I would rather have an Astra than a Brim. Just because you can basically put your stars everywhere. That's why like Astra is incredibly OP in like really open maps. Like Breeze and Mind and probably and also Fracture as well. So it's interesting for a Brimstone. I have seen Brimstone um on I think I have on Bind once and I compared in like esports wise. I don't think it really worked well. Let's see how this one goes though. If I can actually press
One of
space,
the
there we
strong
go.
teams in EMEA when it comes to their bind. 13-0 in home ground against Gambit. We're going to look at it on that side. And Bone Cold on the Brimstone.
Alrighty,
Brimstone
let's have
fans.
a let's have a
I think
look
the thing
at
about that
this.
as well is again, I feel like we've been lied to
I
by
mean, the
the rest
good
of
thing,
our
like, I
audience.
feel like the
There hasn't been
only
big changes coming
good
from
thing
Brimstone for
is,
on this map, and instead he's actually switched things up once again and gone more into the
so
Sage
I
side.
feel,
And
I
I think
feel like the
this
only,
isn't
like,
a joke.
good thing
We've got
about
onto that
a
fight now, so
Brim
I'm
than
excited
an
to see what they've
Astra
cooked up for us.
is
Although
that
we start with
Brim,
the premise that this map is heavily Valorant
has
focused,
the
and this is
molly.
for a very good reason.
And the molly is actually pretty good. Oh,
It's really
CNED.
pull off the
Getting
exit.
incredibly
However,
close.
Joe can sort of keep it
Okay, yeah, there
close.
goes Starzo.
Viper, so far he's under a lot of pressure. Staxo is there to try and chase it up, and MWZ
Oh,
not phased by this
MW
at all.
has the
Goes for some
frenzy. He could probably rush in. I mean, Starzo's incredibly
this
low.
attack is toxic to
And
both the him
wall
and
is now
Gambit.
up.
But there's a couple of bait plays
Yeah,
there
there's
from
no way
MWZ
Starzo was
for the
going to
Starzo.
get
He's already
anything with
moved
only
up.
3 health remaining.
Yeah, they've gone for this
And
almost
everyone is
old
having...
school
This
original
is an
strategy.
interesting
Get
placement.
themselves that after plant out
It
into
basically
Bomber, and for
invites the
MWZ
enemy
to go
team to
ahead
go
and
into
receive
baths, and they
trade
just kill everyone from
defeat
baths.
dollars
That's
from
basically what they're
they could
doing.
more could they've
And
still
just they're
got
just
there
casually inviting Vivo Keed
but realistically at this point it
into
becomes
baths.
awkward for the remaining players. Zeke with another, leaving it all on team
Oh
to
my
try and pick
god,
them all off, and even if he had,
that was
the
good.
time wouldn't have allowed it. Ascend off to a flying start with the pistol on
I
the
feel like
Viper.
CNET stage is kind of underrated as well. Not a lot of people really think that,
Purchase coming
you
through
know,
from Vivo.
it's mainly Sarzo who plays the
Ascend
stage, but
getting 4 kills to 13
CNET
kills
stage is
as well.
also
And the other thing I wanted
really,
to
really,
mention
really
in
good.
regards to that 10 first
Really not a
qualities
lot
for
of
the
people
Vikings.
will really talk about it.
I keep seeing VK.
Yeah, I
You go
know.
Vikings.
I've been
Definitely up to
very
it's
tempted
definitely like
not to do
pretty
it,
underrated.
Because I
but you
put
did
it
it.
down
Oh
as
my god, a
VK.
right click.
Yeah, Reddit's VK. Ascend had 12, and Zeke had seen it had 10 of them. So
God. You
Ascend
know,
had
is Zeke gonna rush in?
5v4 advantages for the majority of
Looks
rounds
like he
in
is.
Icebox, and they still couldn't capitalize. So
And
it's why
Mers
CNET
with
have a
a good
completely different role. It's
jump
not the least
peek.
seeing him on the Sage, unlike Heat that just plays Jet all the
And looks
time,
like so
everywhere.
Zeke and Bronco are gonna be the lurkers.
You want to see not only
Everyone else are
Staxo
gonna be just
earn
at
it with
A.
Space Bloods, because that's a good start, but you also have to make sure
Blind
that
as well
those
coming
rounds
out
are
in
competitive
Bath
at
doesn't
the
really
same
get
time.
anything.
Otherwise, mental completely goes, and you know what that's like.
I think as
Does
well, like
spot
just to trace back the kernel for the Vikings, just
Jal
because I
though,
do
which is
think it's a
pretty
very
good.
impactful map for
Oh,
Starzo
it's
in
good.
particular. I think Zeke as well on the Raze is something I've
It's a good kill
enjoyed
by
quite
Zeke
a lot
onto
of time.
Vixen.
And even
Definitely
VK,
helps. They don't have. Well, I mean, they still have
I still
Viper.
like seeing a
I
little bit
just
of
thought.
Viper
I
on
just
there every once in a
realized.
while. I know that EMEA have never really enjoyed it, but I'm a Brimstone fan.
You gotta love it, especially on maps like Fracture.
Um, uh,
That's where
are
you
they
really get
going?
to see the Sage come out. And in comparison to Astro, which
Okay,
shares some
so
vulnerabilities,
Viper smoke came out.
the
Are they gonna play in
Vipers
default? Yes, they are gonna
don't
play in
operate like
default behind the
Brimstone that
truck.
set with those instant smokes going down. Molly's great for post plant util. Still Beacon's alright. Depending on if, yeah, it's good.
They could break some doors with it, you know, that's kind of useful
I
sometimes.
really would have wanted to have seen
And
VVK
looks like everyone from VPK could be working together from a
just to see
CT.
MW0 on the raise, bear in mind.
And Bone Cold is just chillingly in attacker spawn in cave. My
I
god.
think that was something that they also used to run, right? I might just be misremembering, but I feel like that was something that was also a Vivo Key comp in the past.
Yeah, I
But
just
it was
want to see it
Mures
once.
instead.
I
You,
just
you
want to
just
see what
you just watch
Okay, CNET
MW0
being
come in.
very aggressive with
He's
this.
on a quasi jump.
CNET. Yeah, I don't think that would really work.
does get the shorty kill in the end, stopping it from being a flawless at the very least. For CNED, it does at least get him closer to having that res. He go keyed. See if they can make it more expensive.
I don't know if he would. I don't know if he was expecting Kellis to be there.
Like, it's not the biggest deal in
Or
the world for
Kylas.
Zika becoming a
I
Valorant
still don't
boss,
know how to
but
say his name.
hey, they could have just got rid of that gun completely and been left with
That's alright though.
What is it with Ascender of throwing guns through the teleporter?
Yeah, I don't want to go back to that. I'm still trying to
Oh
forget that from
god, I
last
remember
time.
that. If you don't know what the cats are talking about, it was Masters 3 Ascend versus SMB, and Turco was the last player left for SMB, and Ascend was just throwing out guns in the teleporter from A to B. So basically the middle part, going to hookah. It was pretty funny to watch.
Once they came through, he is here, but not on the raise, so it's kind of like a give and take scenario. But to be fair, he's been holding his own, and the team play
I mean, the wall got instantly destroyed. Smoke also came out.
delivering the show. He's been doing that, but supplemented
Oh,
by the rest
Chow.
of his team.
I wouldn't really think that. Uh,
Literal knock-and-door
I
run.
don't know why Jal would do that, to be honest. It was kind of a dumb move by him.
Especially in a round like this, when you're the ones coming in with the majority of the rifles, that is not the start that they were looking for. They've
Oh,
delivered an
okay,
excellent
so MW is
performance
pretty
again
low.
to the side of
Pretty weak.
send them off.
It's not as.
Try and pop off
Not
one.
really like as bad. Yeah, he just gets healed up instantly by
Garnering some
Mers. It
nice
doesn't really
farm
matter.
towards lamps, but this might just be to leave a snake
How did
alive.
Vixen get
Away
damaged? What the
from it,
hell?
it's been spotted.
Oh,
Impossible
heat.
to fall for it.
Quite rightly, Keyless. I think this was one of the
Oof.
reasons why we saw Ascend
That would have
use
been
his
cool if he actually got that
was
kill.
able to get so many nice lurks, the utility posted towards the A
Oh,
side.
the flick?
Hasn't fallen for it. There's some Astro
God.
utility coming out just to break this execute from Ascend.
And they
But he's ready.
finally get to.
Stars are going
No,
down.
not
It's just
really.
farming up for Heat and
Oh, MW's
MW0.
also there.
And it's as clean as you can really get
That
in
was
some of
really good.
those circumstances.
Even though Heat and Mers they were both incredibly weak, they still did a fantastic job. Really good by
Out to just
both of
almost
those
feeding those
players.
individual jewels to Heat. Like as you said, sure, there's a few pieces of utility here and there, but if you give this man the opportunity to pop off 1v1, I think you'd bank on him to win the majority of the jewels.
Yeah. Like, you know
Wow.
roughly where he's going to be. Like Bone Cold going for a bit of like high contact, trying to lurk through this utility. They won't expect me to still push, considering all of this utility is there to try and stall me out. But he's just watching it, and because of that grab well, nobody's there to trade off with it. And that's been the big difference from what Vivo Kid has been doing so well this series and what Ascend have been struggling on.
Well, Sage Wall committed early to get the Seekers online. It'll be very valuable for the information. Of course, that was a bonus round, so although I think it definitely could have been a lot more successful for Ascend, they now come in with a purchase of their own. So it's not like this is the be-all and end-all of the map.
It's
As
done.
it could
No.
be a very
To the
easy
deck.
response.
The suckage, nothing.
Sure.
Spikes over near Fountain.
The res being delicate from CNED as well, which
Oh crap, there we go.
you don't want to. You want to dedicate enough on those bonus rounds, but not too much. So that's unfortunate, really. And CNED with the start. I like this default though.
Wow.
Just slowing down now. Keyless again.
Kill's getting a good kill onto
There's
Heat.
going to be an element of bait
Oh,
side,
and Mercer was not expecting the smoke to be down that quickly. That quickly.
I don't think that Murs
Oh my
expected
god,
there in
Zeke.
front of his eyes. I don't think he expected there to be other players there. And now MW0 is the only one
He's kind of alone, yeah.
hoping to try and
Where's
blind
Zhao? Oh, Zhao's coming up, okay.
It is Starzo with his triple, leaving
I don't know, but every single time. Oh, okay.
those are the sort of plays
I
that
think
I do think that I worry a little bit.
I think Sarzo's gun was incredibly low. No, but like I always complain when I like play like especially on blind. They just like my teammates seem to be quicker. I don't know why I always complain about that. I should probably stop. Like they'll be over at A, and I'll be just chilling at B like by myself, and I'll be like, "Where the hell?" Like I'll be like, "Where the hell are you guys? Just push up, go, go, go!" Obviously, I mean, I should probably stop doing that.
More the fact that it looked like he wasn't ready. It's not the fact that he died.
This is why I've been trying to stop playing Valorant because
It's the fact that
it's not
Smoke
good.
like the sort of panic shot. But here we go. It is going to be 3-1. An early start for Ascend. I think even
This is
though as
looking
said
good
by
for Ascend right now. It really is.
confident, I think it is important that they get off to a good start because we know I think out of any team in this
Oh,
tournament,
that's a bunny rabbit.
most likely to just snowball out of control is
So,
going to be Vivo Key. Like they are the team that if they get rolling, they're going to be very difficult to stop. So the fact that it has been some slower starts from some of their players, there have been a misstep here and there. They're definitely not as loud as they were, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, mixed buy now for Vivo Keed. I imagine Bledsome's going to be dedicated from Heat, and then it's just a case of MW picking
ow. There we go.
up a really at this point. They might just have
Switching.
to
Economy wise, this Vivo Kids economy is kind of boomed.
Probably the two
They
most
only have
important ones in this box.
everyone is now rushing, so they're doing the Fnatic one where they just rush.
Can rely on. Is it still seen
I
it?
mean, he also has his ultimate, but still.
I think I'd always put it down to someone like Starzo. I think for me, he's the one that I would put to win clutches. That is a nice start. That's a Blade Store gone as well. So although there
Ult
is
also
some
coming out.
damage
Cena
being
game
done there,
Vixen. I
it's
don't know what the hell that Seeker's doing right in front of him.
that is it's a stuck squid. It's on the beach. Not really getting anywhere, but the
Oh,
fact
there you
that
go.
he's
And
able to
now,
force the B site
of
clear
course, he was finally out when it was about to end.
this Stinger would have to pull off something pretty ludicrous. It's the range that might work, but Killers is going
Killer's
to
also clearing out bats. Good walls well from a CNED.
has to say.
Smoke as well. MW is just whiffing in the Sheriff.
Getting him to
And now it's
find a
just
little bit more
Rush
ammo
just
for the
chilling.
next round. That's all you can really do. And yeah, Murray's
He's lucky that he's the only one alive because he actually has a gun.
And I think what Ascend,
If it
what
was someone
Valorant
else,
are doing
then
with
he
Pack
would
a
have
lot of the
just
time
like
is
run
just
in with a
constant heal
classic
in
or
some areas
a
Valorant
frenzy or
is going to
something,
keep
and
up that top
yeah.
screen roughly in the same positions. You usually see some kind of go across the A site from the bottom left to the top right. Allows players like Navera does it a bit to lurk through, Nats especially. But
No,
Keeler's
this
just
is the
got
boring
to
part.
find aggression, to find lurks, to find
Are we
openings.
gonna find him?
It means that if Evo Keyed even just see a stack of players towards B, they can't write off A. Ever.
No, it looks like they're not.
Chasing him down.
Oh, Zeke's right there.
I don't think they're going to get him, surely. No. He's not even going to try and peek and get that kill. It's not worth the trade. So, 4 to 1. Again, Ascend looking good. And this is where we expect to see at least an investment from the opposing side. But I do think already
Look at that
Ascend
stupid Seeker.
like you could see that from Zeke there just walking straight into hookah. There wasn't a
Joe was kind of early on that,
they're starting to get
and
into that
MW
comfortable
also was a bit
spot where
also
you
whiffed
feel
then.
like this could just be
I
their
mean, I
final
can't say
game
anything.
moving forward. Just yesterday,
I would
Vivo
obviously
Keyed
whiff every single
beating
time
Zeke
when I have the
on
sheriff.
the map 13-0.
Yep. And Ascend recently beating one of the best teams on the world on this map in another tournament kind of adds to it.
Good wall by Mers though, but he is the only one in bots and
Pretty good masterclass.
probably needs help.
Those cases where context matters, obviously. Nats wasn't playing his best, and Gambit I don't think really wanted to show all that much because yesterday looked a hell of a lot more tighter.
Aggression on both sides of the map. Heat spotting out in towards B long. The same happening on A. It's a battle for the orb, although it's more just trying
That
to
old
get
orb is
that
so important for both
hasn't
teams.
fallen off. So although some time has been bought, the space is still going to be
Jesus
taken.
Christ.
Rotation will come through from
Zeke gonna get it? Yep, Zeke's gonna get it. Now he's gonna have his ultimate.
this half. They need to at least do something in this round.
Showstopper as well to maybe allow a bit of a defense.
It's probably maybe, are they
Really
gonna...
come through.
Oh!
Seems
Mers?
Nets is gonna find a lot of mixes.
Mers?
He does
Yeah?
that as well. The trade's
Hey,
come out.
Vixen gets a good counter CNET though.
And again, this is just like the spot that he rarely comes to life. This
And
is
where...
shot
Wait, where
position.
did CNET die?
And whilst the showstopper was picked up from Zeke, it's not needed. Heat has just been sat here the whole time.
It
seeing if he gets
was...
any lurks, any push throughs, and just outmanned
Oh, it
on
was...
the A side from Vivo
That lobby.
Vivo Keith, should I say.
Well, the
That
thing
makes
is, they
sense.
seem so reliant
Is
on
Heat
that
again going...
like when we're seeing these
Heat is
balls
going with a
against
big old
Vivid,
flank.
whether
What is
it's
he saving?
making
I
plays,
think he's
whether
definitely
this round
saving.
it's Vixen making the play, like they're just getting domed by
God,
the
like they're
opposing
just
side.
being
Ascend
forced to say because
really
they do
playing the
they
previous
don't
round
even
in
want
a
to
much more aggressive
die.
fashion
They don't
earlier on
want
against
to get
Vivo,
like
but
their
the majority
rifles
of
to
rounds
be
have been very
blasted
aggressive
off to Narnia.
on A short side. So the fact that Vivo Keed is still attempting to try and push it, it does worry me a little bit, but at the same time I guess they can't just leave with that null information of where Ascend are currently going to be, so they are struggling at the moment. Heat, we've seen him in one round manage to pop off when they pushed into his crosshair, and Bone Cold, well,
Still without a kill, I think.
just end up on a trade.
Yeah, both
Jesus
the
Christ, actually
IGLs
jump scared me.
picked up a kill at the very least. Oh, Bunko got one. Woo! So 1 and 4. And again, Yuzora looking like
Ow.
Joe is the ACS and being like top bottom fragger, just like not really up to par. But I guess the other thing to add to that as well is just in previous games in Masters 3, he didn't play Viper, and Viper is a hard agent to play on a map like this, especially against those EMEA teams that have been doing it all year. This is nothing new to Keyless.
Alright.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, there's a timeout.
In the previous map, they
Probably
changed
first of many timeouts.
new player coming in on a roll, changed players
gonna be skipping this because no one cares.
An interesting thing that I just looked up is the Zhao has played Viper in the past. It was only when we got to Masters 3 that they changed away from it, which
I
often
think
is
I'll
a bit
probably
of a
be also
scary thing when
making
Valve
some
come
announcements.
into a
Not really some announcements. I guess like what my plans are
It's
for
not because
next year,
we're sitting there and
relating
thinking,
to
oh,
my
we
YouTube
should do
content.
this
Which is
way.
gonna be
It's
fun,
more,
even though probably no one
we
really
want the
cares. But I'm
stuff
gonna,
we want to
but
see
I'm
on the
probably
screen.
gonna say it anyways on a video. Oh, that's good kill.
Straight away, Zeke just clearing out
And
this map
Zeke.
control. This
I
has
mean,
swung
but
in
Burncourt has
favor of
his
Valve. We've heard it from Boaster in the
orbital
past.
strike
He
and
wants this
mirrors,
map
and
winning the
now
way,
he uses
and it's
his.
just
Oh,
getting
oh,
worse
he was
and
just on
worse.
one
Putting
health.
ultimates into
Ah,
this
he
fight.
actually got Burncourt. That's really good.
And the quick rotation from the remaining players could make things a little bit awkward. Starzo has spotted out Muriz, but there's going to be a swing.
Oh.
There's going to be a peek back in.
Hmm.
And Joe has managed to find another. And they're slowly being closed in from behind. Now the spike is going to be retrieved. Joe is just being
Is it
absolutely
Joe or is it
unleashed.
Joe?
And trying
Actually,
to
might be
swing
Joe.
out. One
Actually, I don't
manages
know
to
though.
escape. Still keeping himself alive.
Oh, Vixen.
Keenan,
Yep.
Vixen now is starting to crunch. Maybe Zeke is holding on. He's doing relatively
Oh my
well.
God,
Ascend
Zeke.
now, and it's a 2v1 situation for Ascend, and he is slowly
This
picking
should
up.
be winnable for Heat.
Zedek just ran away. I
This
don't know
should
how
be
he managed to
winnable.
survive in that scenario, but if there was anybody you wanted in this clutch, it would be this man. It's not been a pretty round, it's not been a clean round, but it's one that
Because both of them are pretty low. Especially Zeke, who's on 7 health, and now that he's now been healed. Oh, I need to check his corners. Oh my. The corners. The corners always kills them. God.
It's also considering the buy for Vivo Keed wasn't great in the end, and you dedicate 2 big ultimates off the get-go. The execute was
Jesus Christ, Zeke.
around. I do like the
Rushing in.
attempt of the wall to slow things. Zeke just being able to hold on here, really not panicking too much, and considering that it was a bit of a awkward performance from him on Icebox, good mental reset. Like
That was really good though,
so many
either
things
way.
towards the start of Icebox, and then was the one being left on an island, taken out and giving Vivo Keed a player advantage. Certainly when we saw Ascend's defense put on the attack, he has been that difference. He's been the clutch man.
Oh, Heat. Both aggressive. Like always.
Strongest operator is from Heat. They're going to force him off the angle, and actually CNED has crossed. I don't think he has any idea. This could be an issue. Timing, actually for both players, could be the problem, because I don't know if CNED would expect him to cross over. He does seem to be at least jiggling that angle. But on
God.
the other side of things, I don't know if Heat realizes that someone's got over to the box. The other thing as well is it could all be irrelevant, because we've now got the bathroom's control being taken, mid also being crunched, but on the other side, we just have this B control almost for free. There's only one man there to stop them. The star no longer in place, and see that he's already trying to.
Oh, he does get spotted and I've been separate. Wait. Wait. Okay, Jesus Christ. I thought I thought it was I thought the oh my I thought Zeke was on the enemy team. That's why I was so confused. I was like, why is he not shooting? I guess triggered his swim, but Jesus Christ, all three of them are there on your screen. That's a good Viper pit. That's really, really good. It goes also into hole as well. Jesus. Oh, Cena's also in a great position. Just if only that wall was like a bit more to the right. Okay, never mind. Oh. Oh, that didn't. Really? I actually really thought that was a very easy Vivo Keyed win. Apparently I was wrong. Very, very, very wrong. Yeah.
Especially when you're using our Viper's pit. But Vivo Key do so much. The play from Seeded was nice, being on top of that box, being able to swing out. But it just felt that Vivo Key did have just such a good read on it in the end. He was watching just the reaction for that in the end. And that's just a lovely round from start to finish. Especially from the side of us saying, like, CNED really keeping Heat over in that A showers position.
Alrighty.
Just put the molly, landed on the spike, we win, no problem. Like, it just looks so calm considering how close that round ended up being. Again,
Okay, a bunch of smokes is going off. Jesus Christ.
throwing in a pace change after these slow, defaulty rounds of just waiting for their opponents to push.
I mean, oh my god.
A site, and they
Alright,
really are
CNET does get out alive,
damage, but with the
which is
weapons as
good.
well, this is going to be a much tougher task than what we saw in the last. I would have assumed that from
And
previous rounds.
all of Viva and everyone from Viva Key is just
Decent for Vivo,
chilling
just with
in
ease. Really, that's the only
in
thing
um
that's kept holding them back.
lamps in
Straight
U-Haul.
out the box.
Um,
Doesn't seem to matter because
okay.
Vito's just landing every single shot for
Interesting from
him.
Heat.
Finally, Vixen will get him down, but there is just so much utility. This is why this combination
God,
is so
the amount of
frantic
util
for
being
Viva. They
used.
just
And
get
Joe,
surrounded by Molotovs, by snake bites. There is no way you
Joe
can
just has a
defend this.
singer and he couldn't do
Anytime
much either
soon.
way.
And what, 8 on the board now for Ascent. This is what we worried about when seeing this map on the board. And well,
Oh,
within reason.
alrighty.
And
Of
just
course, tied again.
I think one
Fantastic.
of the
Lovely.
noticeable things for Bone Cold especially is he knows his role and what he should be doing.
yes,
He doesn't need to be the one that's going in and trying to lead with kills or clutch out in insane stuff. Leave that to CNED. Leave that to Zeke. And I think you highlighting just like the Molotov playbook.
God, the amount of util that they use on the spike. Jesus Christ.
Vivo Key have been struggling with that. Even from Icebox, like the anti-plant and post-plant utility, the lineups weren't quite connecting where they should do, and well, Ascend know this map like the back of their hands.
Well, okay, but not from Joe, which doesn't. I mean, it does just clear out.
has taken a long time.
Oh my God, that was a good blind. It
Unlocking this beacon
it
play.
does clear out
Again,
baths.
just run through almost instantly.
What?
The
Heat?
fact that Heat goes
Can
down, they will
can kill? Oh my God,
but
Zeke,
Zeke is just on fire.
Zeke,
Again, he's
Zeke.
gonna get multi-fragged
That is
as well.
disgusting.
Some clutches from Vivo
How did?
Key.
You tell me that Zeke just walked up?
Rifles. They're the Vipers
You
from
just walked up and be like, "Hey, how are ya?"
their spawn.
So far,
And
this has
kills
been
all three of them? Are you
nice
kidding me?
class from Ascend on this attack. Just sort of having a good
I
look
mean,
at
that just really shows how aggressive Zeke is.
and
It
maybe
really
not
does
something
show.
we saw from Gambit on Breeze per se, but you can start to see at
Like,
least
it's
some of the rounds
crazy.
that have come in and the different faces that they can show. Zeke playing super high contact into
I
meta.
like as well, like Zeke has really showed up, but
I think we've got to the
he
point
really
where
showed
it's
up in
got
this tournament. Like, I feel like
a little bit because
like if Zeke wasn't there on Ascend, they would have not won the whole thing. I think Zeke was that important to Ascend.
It's mostly on the defense
That
side. You can
important.
see that Sage opping. Now some information.
It's crazy.
Good on A.
It's absolutely crazy.
These showers as a rotation's gonna at least come in from Murray's. The Resurrect being available. He wants to sort of be in and around the action.
Oh,
Vivo
and
use
W.
such a high line
I
defense.
mean, like he's in a great position, but oh yeah.
Really awkward to try and break through, and it's still haven't
I mean, he got screwed over by bombs. A res from both teams onto the sky. That's gonna be good. Ult. Both guys now down again. Oh, he gained Callus. That's interesting. I don't know what the hell Callus was doing.
He's got to try and stop them here. A kill is necessary, and actually Bone Cold
Oh,
is going to be executed as he looks to try and run around the corner. Vivo Key have
I think he knows that CNED's there.
but they need to make sure they convert it. CNED with the spike in hand, a nice hit from Heat as well, and leaving just that one man standing. He hasn't had to be the hero in any of these rounds so far, but this surely impossible. 20 seconds.
I mean, I don't think I mean, they're coming up from behind as well. They're just fixing so much onto baths.
keeping him locked in.
Got one. I don't think it really matters. I don't think.
Nice, but he knows that there's going to be a wraparound in that case.
Like 67. He just. Yeah.
Not a bad anti-eco.
He really didn't want to reload.
Anti-eco from the side of Ascend, like a nice cryptic.
He could blame him as well. He was surrounded by everyone from Vivo Keyed. Like there was like two behind him, one in front of him.
Vivo Key do have some response. It's not
Interesting
what I
by
expected, to be honest.
I
Callus.
think as well, the main thing I want to give credit for in this round in particular is actually just the read coming out from Vivo Kid. Like, of course, he is. Okay, I don't think it's hit them too hard. But yeah, I think the read.
Yeah,
coming out especially
look, they're just having fun, and plus they're
um,
like they have a massive round advantage. Oh my god.
reason that we see it in
even without a jet, CNET is still a beast on the op.
That star player of Heat. I really do like that they bring out those kind of guns to surprise, breaking the conditioning, I suppose. Viva Heat. I don't think we're really going to expect that all
Well, now the op is down, and I don't know if anyone else in Vivo Key can really op.
the rounds. And really, because of the one-sidedness of this half, we've not really seen the operator out on the side of Viva Heat all that much, especially Heat.
Yeah, I think the few times he's had it, he's been battered. Like it's just not worked out for him at all.
This is again
One-way smoke, and was that Starzo who used his ultimate? Yeah, well Starzo used his ultimate. Oh, Maris gets a good kill on two Starzo. Now they're gonna be rotating. Oh, but Cena's gonna be so slow, and Joe's already on it.
Isolator kill, keeping himself alive, and Zeke hasn't actually been able to spot him, surviving at least for the moment, just hiding behind
Oh,
utility, and the Viper finally comes online.
Cena getting a good one. It might be still winnable. They did wall that off, and I don't know. Wait, oh wait, never mind. That's
Lots of utility.
what?
Cena's gonna be battling.
You were just sucked into the middle of the container. The big suck. The suck was just that strong that it legit moved him while he was planting.
They say about 9-3 though. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's an irrelevant scoreline. There's no superstitions around it. And now Ascend moving over.
This is what I want to do in my life. Just stream and just watch Valorant games. That's what I want to do.
Well, I know that Dash said he really loves himself a close 6-6.
So much fun.
So we're going to throw it over to him to see what he thinks of this one.
Oh, shut up. Oh, Helios is there. Nice. Oh crap. There we go.
The last couple of rounds almost giving just that little bit of life. Now, Ryan, what I want to say though is going onto the attacking side. You got a new comp, you got some new ideas. I feel like a lot of that now comes down to the attack rather than maybe that defense.
And there's just naturally going to be a lot of, we see this team.
Oh, that's an interesting blind.
Beat out, but maybe not really knowing.
I think that was a bit of a panic blind, not gonna lie.
You could take. Saying that though, Joe's found a lovely bit of pocket space when it comes to this A control, and it's keenly watched by Keel as he has his suspicions, but he also wants to maintain that shell control as well. This is a nice
They've
little
trapped
crunch.
them. Yeah, they've trapped them in. They know. Wait, what?
Spike?
That can't.
Wait.
Oh, they're gonna run it all the way back, but they don't know that the players are there on the cross.
Wait, I'm so confused. What did I just watch? Oh, MW gets Callus. That's still really good. I don't even understand what I just watched. Zhao is dead. Cena, okay, so Cena got traded. What is happening this round?
Look where MW's here is as well. Like he's keeping Starzo in an awkward position, but knows that he needs to move away.
Oh my god.
Help out his team in his post.
Bone Cole's kind of screwed.
Bit of power codes help him get up onto the high ground.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
What?
Starzo now holding onto the site. MW0 blocked off by this wall. I think he can get around it though.
What? Wait, yeah.
Wait, what the fu- Wait, no, no. No heat. No way. I want to see that. Hang on. I want to see that again. What was Heat doing? So he's planting. Heat is hesitating where to go. Even though Zeke is currently watching it. Smokes it. Dashes. But it doesn't go anywhere. Like, I don't know what Heat, like, where Heat's, dash was going. Because I don't actually know how the dash works. Like I don't know if it's like just a simple straight line, even if you are looking down or I think if you're looking down, so it's still a straight line either way. So you probably I don't know, like maybe he would talk about like this is north, so maybe like he's looking there, so this it will be. Wait, I'm trying to have a think. So if what so if Heat is looking north at um at Hookah, and he goes to the right. Yeah, so his right. I'm trying to visualize this. So he would have either gotten like past the door. So this is like the door. So like going to the right. He would have probably maybe dashed maybe here or here. Which is a bit unlucky, but it's alright. And then, I mean, MW, he was just surrounded. Like, well, he was just ward off, so he couldn't really do much, which I understand. But he kind of screwed him, like, kind of screwed himself. I'll be honest.
He really sort of held off on just trying to break it to an extent, catch him by surprise. But it was a mental round in regards to where everybody ended up in the end.
Mm.
Starzo just holding close, holding on to this site, and eventually getting that defuse in. The fact that even a bit of the wall wasn't broken by the time the defuse came clearly shows that MW wasn't
Bruh.
necessarily expecting it to
Oh
be
god, Zeke has a judge. This is already not a good sign.
As he walks out was just disgusting.
They're like split and bind are like judge heaven.
The glimmer of hope.
Especially for the Cypher controller player, which I can't remember his name on the top of my head, but Bind and I bet Bind and Haven are his favorite maps. If you ask him what his favorite maps are, Bind and Haven. Bind and Split. Haven, no, maybe Haven. Oh, Callus. Good blind by Starzo.
This is what you want to see, just using our utility to peek out, catch a kill, and dismiss. And considering Vivo Key to constantly push
A wall against instantly destroy, which forces them to reposition the spike, the fuse. Was that Starzo who blinded? No. It was. I think it was Starzo. Oh my god. Hit with the Bulldog. Bulldog's pretty underrated, I'll be honest. So now he's gonna rotate?
I don't think anybody will be able to beat him there, but I think he wants a duel first. He wants to try and isolate one of these players, try and stop them from swinging behind him, but while he's doing
I would have instantly, like, diffuse and try and get a kill. Yeah. I don't know if that was the right decision. But I'm trying to also think in like his POV. Like, what would I do in his like if I was in his position?
Money's not going to be good. It was just like a last-ditch attempt, and it almost worked out. There were a few of those rounds that we saw an icebox really get in the way of Vivo
Yeah.
Key.
I don't. I would have thought. I wouldn't really think like of like that as like my go-to decision though. I wouldn't really. So after this one, I will be switching over to the other video. But first, I'll be obviously showing you the camera bug if you haven't seen it. You probably most likely have, but I'm just going to show you either way.
Still, though, it's not that different in terms of the actual investment. Like, both teams coming in with at least a rifle or two. Both teams with an okay amount of utility. I do think maybe that's where Vivo Key are a little bit further behind, but the fact is they're basically...
Oh, Zeke is in... I mean, he's in a great position. He has a judge. Joe is close. Now he's been forced to rotate. Look at that. Oh, Starzo as well. He just knows. Okay, he kind of blinded himself. Seen Ed? Doing really, really well. Wait, why did they... Wait. Oh. Cena going for the ace? Question mark. And then the molly will kill Joe. Oh, goody.
The 200 IQ lineup as well. It was just close enough. Don't push me. Yeah. Effectively, yeah. It was smart enough in the end. And actually,
This might be an incredible easy win. Oh, maybe stream another. Maybe I'll keep going.
Now it's really has to be that because the last 3 rounds they've just tried to buy
Actually no.
some form
So
of
I will
balance.
just do this
To be
one,
fair though,
and
it's
then
probably just as well to see
tomorrow,
Vivo keep getting
maybe I'll
involved.
stream a bit early
You know,
this time,
it's
and
quite
maybe I will
easy
do
to fall
3.
into a lot of like 1v2s, 1v1s.
Because I'll be honest, I have a lot of VODs to go to. It was literally before Christmas,
We see
and
Gray today.
I don't.
yeah. My God, it's rapidly going up to Christmas.
They did, but they made it closer.
They got part of the way there, I
Jesus
guess.
Christ.
I can't say I'm much of a
Like
believer.
3, it's like for me, it's like 3 days away.
I'm used to it and
My God.
I wonder why.
I don't count this day. Oh, CNED.
Shit.
How the hell did he survive that? He got bitten, he got slowed
Zero
by his
seconds
own orb,
pressure
and
coming
yet he
from
still
Vivo.
survived them.
Just 5 seconds
Oh,
left.
Kellis.
Really Ascend
A
already
lot of
pushing
Viper
some of this
util is
damage.
just being
Just
used.
worming in behind them. Not even trying to slow
Oh,
down. He does a lot of damage, but doesn't take the kills. But even still, he's bought some extra time. The shotgun doing damage, but the trade's coming back
wow.
quick and fast.
Actually up to Joe.
To Joe. He's been
Oh,
playing
wait, the bomb
really
actually might be.
well.
Oh,
That
it
is
was
the
too
only
OP.
chance in survival, and it will be that defusal. The map is
That
done.
was really
Ascend
good.
have dominated Vivo Keed, and we will be heading into Breeze.
Alrighty.
It's what we
Well, now Breeze. Now I need to try and look for that camera. I don't actually know what, um, what's that I'm trying to look for? What, okay, when was the first time they actually used camera? So then I could just have a look. Let's have a look at the news here. I'm just having a look at my second monitor. Um, round 13? Yeah, so round 13. 9, 10, 11, 12.
he's almost doubled.
Normally see top. So Ryan, are you
Be important, and it certainly was. We'll have to see at this point. I said that this pistol's going to be important, and it certainly was going to be for Zeke. He's almost doubled.
this one over the line, Ryan? Are you a believer?
And it certainly was going to be the second. Vivo Keed. And just as we were sort of saying, mid control on the attack for Vivo Keed, they didn't really go elbow at all.
Ever it is.
Trying to have a look.
Normally sit top. Flip to the other. Well, to
They did use it on round 13. I don't think it just shows. I know it shows in one of them.
individually, but he's now coming up
Round 14 here.
Ascend bait.
A strong investment builds behind some head. Hope that you can have.
I don't think
Vivo-
back from the. I really wanted Vivo Keed to win this one. What are you going to get from? It's going to get all 2 teams that are still playing later on today. Ascend slowly making.
Yeah, this is the camera. So this was actually a bug and basically an exploit. So they are not so they weren't allowed to use this. They got penalized, and then a couple days later they had to do they did a rematch where Ascent had a 7 map advantage. So as you can tell, Viva Kid was incredibly hot. Um, they were thirst for some revenge.
Going to be an.
Oh my god, that's still really loud. Nope. Come on. There we go. So this is the third match. Is I think has the same composition as it was of the previous one. So let's just have a look. I think this is the first time as well I'm actually going to be covering Breeze, which is going to be interesting. Or reacting to Breeze, not covering it because I can't be bothered to really cover it. I'm not a freaking analyst. So Viva Keed has obviously Cypher on Joe, Heat on Jet, and then Reyna, Viper, and Sova. That's a decent comp. According to Wikipedia, that is the third most popular comp. Is that whole composition. And then for Ascend, it is KO, Sova, Viper, Cypher, and Jet. That is, I think that is the second most popular. Yes, so second most popular, and both of them aren't running the most popular one, which basically has a Sky and a Cypher Jet server Viper. Those were basically must picks, and you can either choose another duelist, another initiator, or wait, is KO initiator? I think he is. I know Sky is a initiator. I think, yeah. So you can either have another duelist or a an initiator. That's basically how that works. So obviously Ascent has the same map advantage because Vivo Keyed used the camera exploit in 7 maps. Let's get on with it. And it's for some reason muted. Oh my fucking god. I hate this so much.
To have to jump
There we
into
go.
the trenches on.
But that is the thing. Like, we talked about pistol rounds and how valuable they can be. In this
Alright, let's
scenario,
have
it's more valuable than ever before because realistically, this could almost put Ascend in a position to close out the map. So I think we have to look at Vivo Keen and say,
It's actually interesting as well because I think in the game it says, you know, one like only like 1 round. But for everyone else actually is the advantage of a 7 round. Okay, CNET and Kellis just walks up by me blinded. Zeke is a good counter Mers.
at least, and
Zozo as well.
is doing the same, but it's left all onto Bone Cold. Sure, the spike's down, but
Uh,
he'd need an utter miracle to try and bring something back here.
I don't know. I mean, everyone. Yeah, Pony Cole's kind of dead.
There's
Yeah,
absolutely no hope for him here. Vivo Key,
God, they are shouting.
they get their lifeline.
That may be one of
I'm
the
actually surprised that like them just shouting, you could just hear them from the stream. My God.
and Ascend, well, throughout that series,
So this basically ruined Vivo Key's morale. Even though they almost won, it was 13-10, like I said. They were incredibly close on winning.
and this is where it could get very interesting,
So
right? Like it's a very
yeah, obviously this has never ever happened. Normal, as just like I said, last time this happened, and obviously with that camera bug,
awkward when it comes to composure.
um,
That's the thing. It would be the most embarrassing thing ever.
does that is that camera once again
That way, like
in that, or is it like below? I think it might be below.
obviously in this scenario, but there's also a hell of a
I
lot
think
of
it
time.
is. I think it's
You will
below.
be laughed at until the end of time if you are literally
I want to
given
see
more than half the rounds you can.
Joe's
And also,
perspective because apparently he said that he didn't know that camera was actually an exploit, even though I think a Brazilian commentator himself tweeted out basically saying it is in the rule book and players basically read it.
like the Brazilian teams for the most part have really
Okay, so it's not
in a tournament like
an
this in
exploit.
general, like Fury is really
I don't really want to give my full opinion on it. It was definitely the most controversial thing that ever happened, and I'll be honest, if there was an alternative universe where Viva Key didn't actually use that exploit, Ascend would have not been your champions. It probably would have been maybe Gambit. Viva Key actually might have, you know, gotten pretty far into the playoffs.
And they will have their second onto the board. It's
So,
still maybe a little bit more
yeah.
costly than they would have liked, but as already mentioned, at this stage of a map, it really doesn't matter anywhere near as much.
So obviously, for the sake of this matchup, every team had to play the same agents that they did the first time that we saw them.
Yeah.
If we were to see Ascend play Breeze again in like the next series, whether it's up on the higher or lower,
We'll see. I'll see. I think like Viva Key Viva Key's least favorite map is probably could be Breeze just because of this.
Haven't really been particularly impressed with it, and as said,
But yeah, like just like people were saying, I actually do agree with it. If Viva Key did not need to use that camera.
and he was one of the
They already won the round.
yeah, she got nerfed. So
Already won the round. Like, sorry, they already won the game, even without the bloody camera exploit. They should not even use it at all in the first place, either way.
Soulcast was nerfed a little bit. Here, the fact that you can flash, pick up your gun,
So
lowered. Soulcast was
yeah, I wasn't
he's adjusted.
a big fan
If we gotta be
of them using that camera exploit, because I think they could have won it either way without the camera exploit, and Ascend would have not been your champions.
Firstly going towards that B site, and Joe is waiting over there.
They might have like started a chance.
Not really much help if he gets trapped there as well.
And you know, they would have obviously had to go up against a tougher opponent.
scenarios where we're seeing much more of a heavy investment into what would normally be considered a bonus round because of where we are. So
And incredibly passive.
rifles on the board. Sen do have a
And now they've finally made their decision.
See the rotation already coming back from Mures, trying to find something through the cage, but realistically, they're just being used by Joe to try and reposition. He catches
Joe gets a good count to Sarzo. Either way, he did die. Does die. Oh! Killer's getting a great one to Mers.
And it leaves this in an awkward scenario now for the side of Vivo Keed.
Shock dart. That is pennable. And Cena does kill him. As well to Heat and Vixen. That's all up to Heat. Just as I said that. Oh? Oh? Unlucky there, but yeah, just like I said, you need to obviously remember that their morale's just been shattered because of this.
They invested more than they normally would have done. Like I said, they had a couple of rifles. They also lost 2 players in the previous round, so it was a risk that
And I think I also just found, like, I think I also know what, like, I remember I was talking about Furia, and Sentinels, and there was like some stuff about that. I think it actually might have been obviously about Shazam had to go to the toilet. No, you think the community has now memed that and be like, oh look, it's um essentially like for like a bathroom break or something, bathroom pause. And I think they did something on Breeze. I think it was a similar camera, but I don't think it was actually on in the exploit.
risk or that slight investment coming through, completely null and void for the side of Vivo Key. Because if they managed to win this round, Ascend would have had to make some of the biggest mistakes we've ever seen.
You don't want to be coy about this kind of thing.
Oh, okay, okay. Bone code, all right.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was starting to get a little bit dangerous. They do still have Vixen with his rifle available, but I think it just comes down to ducking out, making sure they save something. Joe has managed to get a
Wow,
They actually clear up all the remaining players, but there's no time. That is unlucky.
Alba's good.
Is what matters, and for
Good
Ascend,
position by
now
Ascend.
they're 2 up now,
Just all
so
over the place half the time.
as said, Vivo Key look like they'll be lucky to get 3.
Oh wait, now I know what they did. So they basically, I think they're using the cheat to be like, oh, let's just like end this round, end this round, end this round, over and over and over and over again for 7 times,
I always love seeing like who's doing well on the board, the sort of ACS, the damage that they've done.
just so you know they can get up to like, you know, oh, send a 7-0.
Even just sort of looking back onto the scoreboard from the last one, like, oh, how did people do then? It just doesn't feel relevant in some cases. I think it's more of a case of, like, Ascend had so many issues on this map when it came to playing together. It was often isolated brilliance from CNED and a couple of times from Starzo. But even then, even if they do win this map, it's a case of do Ascend, have they rebounded, right? Like, have they solved some of these issues? Because it's not, I don't know if it's nerves that was the issue. It just seemed that the whole play from Ascend across the
I mean,
series was very weak. Certainly comparison to the other EMEA.
the only bad thing about Ascend's guns, just Killers, it's a freaking bulldog. That's the only bad one. And Mercy's has a really, Mercy's in really good, it's in pretty good position. Zhao, or Joe, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Zhao. Oh, run cold, okay, trade's going off. And now they're rotating. Kellis from mid. Or Kylus from mid. I don't care. Nope, okay. I... Oh, Heat! Oh god.
The fact that he goes over to B and you still have a player from Ascend in a 2 versus 2 trying to go through cave completely isolates it. He has this utility to help, so that's why the Viper wanted to move over here. And Hunter's Fury, an interesting play from MW. And I guess in this case it's just
Alright, I don't really know why you would use that, but still not too bad. Jesus Christ, they're shouting.
A little bit more being ideal, but realistically, Ryan, 3 out of 5 is not bad.
That is the most hype reaction I've seen to ending a half 9-3, but it's just that mental is so important, especially getting into the second half now. This is where it's okay. It's just a normal game for us now. We need to come back, and for Ascend, it's just closing.
That was crazy.
4-8 on their scoreline.
Oh my god, I mean, I have to give them credit. Both of these teams are incredibly passionate. I'll give them credit on that. Like, Jesus Christ.
From that first half. Good luck, guys.
I mean, we got to address the energy right now on.
I gotta say, Vivo lost. I mean, winning rounds.
There we go. So wait, crap, I pressed on the wrong button, whoops. So I will leave a link to this video, I will leave a link to this VOD down in the description if you want to watch it for yourself.
But you know what? I can kind of feel it as well. Like the energy in the room for a team that is currently down this far is very, very high. It's almost like they want to try and prove everybody wrong.
Ow.
Absolutely anything. So the side of Vivo Keed are looking to try and battle back.
Alrighty.
As they now go into their attacking side.
Yeah, already a bit of defensive aggression. Facing far up is Zeke. He still has that 0 point in hand, and it's going to be used catching onto Heat, but he doesn't really mind all that much. He's still going to try and posture, at least for a split second. Moves out, baits away.
Oh. Okay, well, Joe actually gets cut. Wow. So Cena and Joe. Cena and Kellis, they both went incredibly aggressive at B. B long, they just weren't expecting 3 players to be there. Go recon dart, even though it doesn't really get anything. Oh, Bone actually got Zhao. Oh, Vixen on 3. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. A 3 out of the dream for Vexen. Sorry, Vixen, sorry, not Vexen. I don't know how did I say Vexen?
The bait out from the small pieces of utility that Starzo has left, just trying to act as a distraction. But everything here just comes down to timing and the peak out.
Incredibly scary. Wow. With 3 HP. Jesus. That's crazy. Wow.
Despite the fact that the spike wasn't even planted up until the very end.
I would love to be there just to witness the energy from these two teams. I feel like the energy from them would just be crazy. Just a bunch of shouting.
Control isn't given up as much as it was beforehand. Now Joe is going to lurk and find a lot of space over towards B as his stack is mostly on A.
Oh. Cena getting a great kill. Okay, Mers. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Vixen got 2. I don't even know what happened there, but there was a bunch of stuff going on. Oh.
He's already found the first. Just one man remaining, and we know what this man could do with a Marshall, but he's not quite quick enough. Joe, again, it's only one man surviving for Vivo Keed, but they're still going.
Yeah, they just have to keep buying up as much as possible, and it was a good mid-lurk from Joe. I was a little bit nervous that CNED could isolate the 2 players, one on the site, one still playing in towards mid and stacks. CNED almost really pulls it back. The full buy is there, at least some half armor on the cases of Zeke and Bone Cold, but everything that they pretty much need for this is there. And like you mentioned, Spectres, in some cases Bulldogs for MW, he has 0 credits left, but all the
This isn't a bonus round. They are putting pretty much everything
Bulldog for
again,
Zero.
this
Oh
isn't a
lordy.
first round scenario at
It's
all
gonna be
for Vivo
interesting.
Kid. If they lose this one,
I mean,
what
Bulldog
will
is.
likely go
I mean,
to the opponent as well?
I don't know if there's like a gun like specifically for a
Really interesting
character,
one.
but I feel like
There is
maybe,
still going for these lurks, but this is something that Kilos is keen
maybe
to
Bulldog's police
find out.
over.
Has that camera in the corner,
Maybe
waiting to
even
go. Somebody goes around the other
a
side.
Jet as
There's
well.
still three players over towards B, so the numbers advantage is there.
Obviously, yeah,
It's
actually,
something
yeah,
that's
I
got
think,
to
but
use
yeah,
as
there's like
well.
an
This is
off for
from
Jet, but that's really about it.
N, I think.
Maybe like a Bulldog is like a Pacific agent.
Vertical
Like how
toxic
like
screen guy.
Op is
Looks
like
good at both ends of
mainly
the map.
for Jet, Odin's is like mainly for Sova,
Reset is coming through.
especially on Ascent.
CNED, he's going to see if he can find anybody rotating.
Yeah, this is actually a two-man push. He's got Bone Cold alongside him. They found nothing down mid. The peek into A gives very little as well. So
Hey, I'll be
they
back.
have to start making the read that this is going to be a play into the B site, and they might actually be able to catch a couple of players with their pants down. Joe is going to hear all of the footsteps. The rotation coming back through. He could have some freebie kills. That's CNED gone.
30
An
seconds
easy
left.
frag for them. And considering the information, I expected a little bit more from Ascend. Instead, he has now found another opener. They're doing this once again on the attacking side. Just easy picks coming through from Vivo Keed. And more Bone Cold and Starzo. 2 versus 5. They just
Alright.
brought the picks, Ryan.
Okay, well Vivo Key just killed everyone in from Ascend. That's pretty epic.
Keep the economy tight from Vivo Key.
Broncog gets a good one to Heat.
One of the few
But obviously he needs to do a lot more. I don't know what Sozo is.
still holding on to
Oh,
the site.
Sozo's as that is as well, okay.
That's why he's eking towards there right now. Yeah, Sens, this was a good advantage, and as that scoreline creeps ever closer for Vivo Keed, this is probably the most pressure and the weirdest type of pressure these guys will experience.
Yeah, no, this has got to be one of the oddest scenarios for Ascend on the other side as well. Like, you've been handed a huge advantage, and to see it slowly diminishing with 6 rounds about to be coming up for Vivo Keed.
Alright, well that's just a free one I guess for
The fact is,
Vivo Key as Sozo gets killed.
all that Ascend needed to actually close out this game.
I also really
Oh my
like
god,
the
it's so
two
shouting.
heard the rotate coming through, but also with that first kill he gets onto CNED, he pulls Bone Cold back into that fight on Tunnel to face
God.
elbow as he recon darts the back of the B site. If he was fully focused on Tunnel to get that kill, because it does tag a few people
Yeah.
that are moving with that toxic screen, he could have got 1 or 2 there. But because Joe's still in that position, you just see Bone Cold constantly looking from which way should I be looking. It takes his attention, and it really stops Ascend really in these almost like anti-plant positions.
A much more aggressive screen. It was something mentioned by Bala on the desk that he wanted to see maybe a little more spice coming out from Ascend on the
Oh,
defensive side.
okay, that's a good op shot.
It's not really garnering anything, especially in a round like this. I was going to say it's only pistols, but CNED has invested. Now, the reason for this, he's only 2 off his Bladestorm. He gets a kill here and dies, and he has a weapon for the next round anyway, and maybe he can make this one a little bit more contentious.
And if you want a hero for the hero by rifle,
it's probably
always a good shout in the end. And for the next round, you've also got Starzo having a Viper's Pit, so I'm going to plant that down near enough instantly. Zeke hoping to maybe sort of bait and catch people out if they actually push this A site, but yet again, this B-lane for Vivo Key, just a slow incremental state, and this is so different to what we've seen.
It's actually really good.
Yeah,
No one at A,
rotates.
no one in Ascend is at B.
Really talk about and hammer home from this Vivo Key than the one that we saw last time is I think
I mean,
all
to
in
be
all,
honest, and
both
Cena is the only one who has a gun.
the amount of times we see them bait a kill, get some aggression, force a rotation,
Everyone else has a
play
sheriff.
the default round, wait to see if anybody pushes, gather up again and take the site. And you look at this round here, they get the opener on A, they're very patient to make sure they don't overextend, they clear out this B site, and now they have an after plant with absolutely no hope for Ascend.
This is gonna be really tough for them to even,
From Vivo Key, other than nothing
you know,
else.
win it.
Well, looking like Ascend
Oh,
have
he
pushed
gets
Vivo
one.
Key
Good
already.
gun to
Killis
Kalos.
dropped that rifle from CNED now, might actually
Ooh,
just be saved, even if he is going to get an extra kill here. And
lurking.
well, Zeke's at least hoping to try and find something, and he will. He takes down Vixen, and CNED gets another. So there you go. There is the Bladestorm. That was the sort of trade-off I was talking about, but no real hope for
All right.
Ascend. Of course, Zeke dies to the spike.
Oh my
for
god,
the
I'm
Vivo Key.
cheering him, yelling. My god.
If, when do Ascend call a timeout? When is the point
Honestly,
when you get a feel?
well, I'm looking at that clock, Ryan, and it's currently not moving. So I am assuming the time could actually be now, because
That's a tricky
realistically,
one.
like, this has already got out of control. Like, you have to remember they had a 7-0 lead just by default, and it is now down to just
That is incredibly true, and this basically shows of that even without that what's that term? That like that camera exploit, Viva Keed easily could have very easily could have won that. Like what was the what was the result? I can't remember. I'm gonna have a look after this if I remember. Um, just gonna. So I think it was. I know Viva Kid won it. I think it was 13 to 6, maybe, or 13 to 7. I can't remember. But I know Viva Kid definitely won it.
You'd understand that because Vivo Keed have looked beautiful this tournament and Ascends. They went into every
Yeah, I'll be honest. I feel kind of bad for Viva Kid, but I did say, I mean, they should just stick with one punishment. They should just stick with them just being disqualified.
they still want to go towards
Because
double doors.
Giants Gaming had that did that exact same bug and got penalized, and they got disqualified. No one was complaining about it. And then here, oh, CNED, okay, he won the Valorant. He now won the Optu.
Joe still over in an elbow position.
Like
And
it
the fact
happened to
oh,
Giants
that
and
actually saves him.
oh,
Able to maneuver out of the way and he spotted the remaining players coming through.
and
Very close to the
Giants
duel
got
anyway.
punished. No
Now
one was
pressure
really
comes
complaining
in
about
onto
that.
Starzo. Stuck inside his own Viper's
All
room.
right,
Burris
Shockdar.
clears him out as well. He won't get the heal, but he does
Did
get the
did he
dismiss.
Shockdar
Expect
Sarza
Bone
himself?
Cold to be here though.
Bruh.
Could be everything from Bone Cold, but it's still not enough. They have at least denied the plant for
Wow.
the moment, and Zeke will find another kill into this 1v1. Vixen looking to try and face off.
Whoa, that's a whiff.
It's a whiff and a half from Zeke, but Vixen
I
will
agree,
find
man. That is a whiff and a half.
another round on the board for Vivo
My
Kid, with it
God.
down to just one, Ryan. Oh man, Zeke, you're sort of expecting those situations to have those clutch ups. That's what we said in the initial series as well. Like there was like MW03K that came in that map on Breeze.
Just how the hell did you lose that? I guess it was just aiming at the body.
And it's just gonna keep tagging along worse for worse.
Was he aiming at the
This should have
body?
been around from Ascend.
Oh, he did.
Completely the wrong way.
Oh, that's pain.
That might be the mental boom. Look how aggressive we're seeing Ascend go, just trying to get up in the faces of their opponents.
Oh,
Again, Burris is there on the response,
and all of them are now dead, and Joe uses his ultimate.
two players standing killers who I think currently only has one.
Wait, stop, what?
Oh, okay, Starzo. Yeah, that was a pretty crispy shot. I won't take that one away. Killers sneaks his way through, but he won't.
Basically, a Cypher without a hat is basically just a fucking big ass buff. It's just it's just a buff. Like I swear, it actually is a buff.
It's going to be heartbreaking. But on the other side, Vivo Key, I think
Cause
more than shown themselves this tournament. I think already, even though
like
it's the group stage, the fact that they
the hat is, I mean, like the hat's so big that you can easily see it,
areas where it looked like
and
it's impossible. I think now even though
it's
they've got
just
where again,
hat. Oh my,
like they've won what,
I don't even know what else to say.
of the ones actually played.
But with the hat gone, oh, nice tripwire being destroyed. But like with the hat just being, it's just gone. That's just a big buff for Cypher players. Oh, Stars though.
They gave Starzo a chance. Even still though, the trading
Vixen uses ultimate. CNET as well.
this Viper's pit to isolate the left-hand side of the site. Bone Cold's got to be careful as well.
And he is using that little tiny gap that is that was created by. Oh my God.
It's gonna be CNET given a second chance at life.
Oh, so Zeke uses ultimate too.
The null command.
Aw,
Removing those abilities.
CNET does kill him.
Has managed to find one back. Already Zeke with one more. Maybe this is what they needed. Getting them back to level pegging, and now they finally step
Oh
up
my
to the
God,
plate
they
with CNET.
they finally showed up.
The lead is equalized for at least a second, and then Ascend will snatch it straight back. And they're shouting straight back as well. Decibel levels through the roof so far in
My
this series. It was a
God.
nice retake. And even with Bone Cold using the Aldrun,
I still remember in Masters 3 It was Sentinels versus G2, and there was like a video going around. Who was it? Who posted that video? I can't remember. She's an analysis. She's part of the analysis desk.
And it's an uncharacteristic miss, even in
What's her name? I can't remember.
it's only one.
I'll be honest, it's pissing me off so much. I know she was in Masters 3. What's her name?
Catching
Uh.
from the operator, because well, if you look, Vixen still has 4,500 credits, so I think this might be a slight pace change.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice one to trade out.
Was there Kakwa?
No command been used in the last round. It's that catch out from
I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. That actually fucking scared me. Don't be a hater. Thank you, Canned Fart. Thank you for the follow. I'll be honest, that actually jump scared me.
This is so scary.
Yeah, Masturbator. Thank you for those
Nest to play tunnel.
thank you for those wise words. I will
Such a paranoid
forever remember the thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Oh my god.
They're debating it out, trying to use the plant.
I'll probably tell that to some of my friends. So I will definitely remember that. Life lessons from from a can file. Normally I charge for that. Yeah. So normally it's a charge, okay. How much do you charge it for then? How much has your life lessons charged for?
At least for the moment, nobody in a position where they can actually isolate this duel. Now the retake.
$69 a minute. Wow.
Slowly edging their way forward.
It's interesting.
Managed to get quite far. Starzo
Incredibly interesting.
he's been isolated. This green has
No,
completely
yet Joe's down.
separated him. This is
And
beautiful.
MW can't really do much.
Apart one by one.
Oh?
He needs to
Oh?
everything. But again,
Oh?
this man is just so clutch in these scenarios. Down to the one
Oh, that's unlucky.
has landed that final headshot.
Mm.
I thought we were about to have a repeat clutch from MW.
I have Oprah's salary.
But they will live to fight another day.
Why? Why do you have Oprah's salary? I mean, you're already making tons and tons of money by having your charge $69 a minute.
Not really going to be much. Word for word, almost like teammates Starzo
There you go.
on that vibe for the last time we saw it, but today he has been one of the
But
difference makers.
why a salary? The heck?
This buy-up is near of everything that Viva Keed have left. If Ascend win this round, they go into match point. Series point.
I'm a Oprah. Look at like I saw her ID. Oh, so you saw her. Oh, okay, I understand now. I see. I understand.
Try and bait them into the angle that Cena is now taking, still having the dash online to
So you just basically saw her identity. Is that what you're telling me?
He went to reposition. I think he lands that as well, so it might be survival from MW's era. The players are still moving on the other side of the map. They don't expect
These pros,
already taking control, looking to try and dash away.
these pros suck.
Keeping things
Slow ass reactions.
but they only favoring Ascend.
Where Joe is again. In fact, there's a ping. I think the
Wait, I don't.
just
Wait,
careful
crap.
when there's stars
Not a message for reasons.
forced to
Wait.
not play from arches. He can't back out.
Allow.
Position that if he gets caught and isolated from the majority of Viva Keed, he's in trouble. Considering how reliable that toxic screen was in the last round,
Okay,
he
that's
has
kind of
no
just.
answers like utility.
Okay, I think I kind of screwed myself that I would have.
Very much so.
I'll change the mod.
There on the rotate, the Eldritch already being used. One shock dart left, one snake bite left.
I mean, at the same time though,
There's the recon dart coming
this is
through.
obviously Twitch doesn't like nuts. Yeah. I mean, I think that's actually my mod. So I'm probably gonna be making some changes onto that. That's just my the mod that I have. So I'll probably make some changes into that at some point. Maybe I should make a change right now, cause bit of a annoyance.
He keeps MW0 alive and he keeps the weaponry in their hands as well.
And suddenly now that tac pause coming
Mm.
into NBS, it took a bit of a while for Ascent to get going, but now that money is being pushed just a little bit
That's
more.
just not too bad.
Really on a coin flip though. These
True,
rounds,
you're not
if
wrong.
he can get one as he's aggressing on his own. If he goes down early and it's a 5 versus 4,
Also, just bone cold.
I still don't understand why it's allow. That's fine. Maybe ban the sentence. Yeah.
And then it's all left on to Starzo, so yeah, solid round.
you considering Stazo now has that Viper's Pit. Going over towards A, has that sort of retake utility over on B.
Maybe, I don't know.
Straight away back to yeah, that's also true. They can maybe
I'll do it maybe off stream.
controlling the L drone, especially
I
with the
definitely need to make
If the
some
overwatch come through, they do have
make some
the
changes
to 0 point, hopefully catch the silver and stop
onto
the
that
from pushing
onto
away.
the mod. Wait, what the hell? Why did Joe Bone? Wow, he is really slow.
Completely different look for him, and well, they've spotted 3
That
players
was
over on the A side.
really dumb from Bone Cold.
Try and get all the way back over to B, but I think the rotation will already
That
be
was
there before there's been a
probably
chance
that
to
was
get
incredibly
the
easy.
Yeah, Zeke is trying to regress onto mid.
Should have also checked there, but whatever.
And he is holding out very passively. He's not with the action.
Mm.
So this is going to be a slow one to start with. We're seeing Ed holding on to the angle. He has to hit these shots. He's isolating and going to continue.
Oh, that's egregious of him.
Oh, killers though! It's been a quiet game from him so far, but he's managed to find 2 back at least. They still haven't cleared him from the site. And sure, there's plenty of time for them to do so. He's using their own screen to try and actually get protection.
Oh,
One of those shots.
killers.
Kill
Okay,
to him.
4K. That's
Now
crazy.
back into the 1 versus 1. A potential weapon upgrade available, but
Zarza's gonna come from behind. He's just gonna plant.
the rotation coming in on the flank, looking to try again section him off with the screen as a little bit of bait, and he is now watching into middle. He's gonna pop his blaze. Somebody hasn't spotted the angle. Starzo could just kill him off here.
Oh, Heat. That was crazy.
Man in clutch situations just never seems to lose. And Heat are still in this, Ryan. I'm honestly so surprised.
Yeah, Stazo had the right idea using that directional toxic screen to get in behind. It still works from him from that angle, but like you mentioned, Keela's at the half, even though it was 5 rounds, he was down pretty bad. I think he only had 1 kill as we went to Yinsu and the rest of the desk. And he is just those kind of 50-50 fights. Stazo chose to take that gamble.
Okay, I think that might be fine.
For a second before the toxic screen went back
I
up.
might be wrong.
Stazo felt that he had that in the bag.
Yeah, that was his own screen. That's the unfortunate truth.
I think
I
that's
the timing of him putting him up.
alright. I think that's good. I just changed the auto mod just to make it that one. Do they earn fat stacks if they win the tourney? Yeah. I mean this tourney. This like came in like December 12th. Well, like, it was like December 1st to December 12th. I'm just rewatching it because I can't really. Yeah. So it's basically just me just rewatching them, I guess, and just giving my reaction because obviously I can't stream them. So like most of these matches are like the first time I'm actually seeing them. And answer your question, do they earn fat stacks so if they win the tourney? Yeah, they do. They did. I think the winner thing got, I think 1 million US dollars. So yeah, there's some some facts for you there.
There's already 2 players making their way deep into the B site. The Viper of Starzo already delaying them once again. He's done well to just slow these pushes, and he's still got another
My
snake
God,
bite.
there's snake bites though, just delaying it. I want to know how much the athletes actually take home. It's probably just a small margin. They probably split it. And there it is. Wow. Send. I think they split the margin. Starzo. Yeah, I think yes. I think it's just the managers probably take a shit ton after tax and it's already like minus 30%. I actually don't know if the managers even take it. I know definitely the coaches. Oh, okay, there we go. I know it's definitely the coaches and the team, like the coaches and the players. I don't know about the um managers. I think probably. So let me just have a look at what was the round what was the score before they had to restart it. Was it 13-8? It was 13-8. Okay. Alrighty.
That's interesting. So that's actually about it for for today's stream. Obviously, tomorrow's stream will be a lot longer. I'll be doing maybe 2 matches. That would be Sentinels versus Liquid and Sentinels versus Korea Sports. And obviously, I got a lot more to watch. So that's gonna be incredibly fun. And some of them will probably get into 2022. Have a good day, Ken Fart. It was great to have you in my chat. Great name as well. 10 out of 10. and and thanks for the and thanks for the life lesson as well. I will always remember it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.